going to be exciting to watch. You got two strong teams going head-to-head, but at the end of the day, it's going to be who wants it more.
We have a good taste about what's happened to us over the past couple of years. We're going to try to go out and play hard as we can.
We want it bad, so it's going to be close.
We're hungry too.
Whatever I have, you'll see it.
Walang imposible. We have fresh taste of bitterness in our mouth last conference.
Wala nang mas gugutom pa sa pagkapanalo kundi sa akin.
Nothing drives me more than the thrill of competition.
We're ready. It's going to be a war.
Two Titans fighting for supremacy, but two different scenarios for each. One is aiming to build a 3-0 lead tonight, while the other aims to climb out of a hole which is starting to get deeper. Pilipinas, magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Chicky Reyes here, and I will be one of your courtside reporters tonight. Welcome to the pivotal Game 3 of the 2010-2011 PBA Philippine Cup Finals between the Talk and Text Chopang Texters and the San Miguel Beermen here at the historic Big Dome. Talk and Text 2-0, San Miguel 0-2. Now will Talk and Text prepare the broom after tonight's game, or will San Miguel start gaining lost ground? It has been a very interesting series so far, at alam nyo po, marami na pong nangyari between these two ball clubs. And to tell us more on how this series has reached this stage, here's Magumar John and Coach Bo Perasol.
Inside the San Miguel dugout, the embattled San Miguel Beermen plot their next move, hoping to finally break through in this best of 7 as they face off against the red-hot Talk and Text Tropang Texters. TNT on the other end are looking to get on the hill here in Game 3 and secure a virtual lock on the Philippine Cup. The clash of the Titans continue here on Solar TV. Magumar John together with Power 8 head coach Bo Perasol on the floor of the Big Dome. Coach Bo, it is 2-0 in this best of 7. Nag-iiba talaga ang tema, lalo na for San Miguel when you're down 0-2.
Unang-una sa iyo, Magu, at sa mga lahat ng televiewers, isang mapula at madilaw na gabi sa inyong lahat. Kaya ako po sinasabi dahil napakarami pong dilaw at pulang balloons ngayong gabi dito sa Araneta.
Grabe nga, no? Lumabas na naman ang basketball fans trooping to Cubao. Let's take a look at how this series has gotten to this point so far here in our series recap. Game number 1, the Talk and Text Tropang Texters used a 12-0 run to bridge the third and fourth quarters to put away the San Miguel Beermen. Jason Castro was the hero of the day in that game. What a performance for him.
Yes, and in the fourth quarter, they were able to help San Miguel to 14 points, and that was very crucial for that game.
And in game number 2, it was Jared Dillinger coming up with 11 of his 20 points to create enough cushion para na naman etong Talk and Text maka 2-0 kontra dito sa San Miguel. Kaya yung series averages, let's take a look at the numbers from the first 2 games. It has been an only Talk and Text series so far.
Tama yan, Magu, at kung titingnan po natin, 100 points against 92. You cannot beat Talk and Text if you're going to go up offensively against them. You have to defend them. You have to hold their possessions.
Ibang klase talaga ang pinakikita. Ang lakas ng signal ng Talk and Text so far in the first 2 games. At ang pinakamalakas ng signal dyan, etong si Jason Castro. Iba ang pinakikita ng batang ito at 24 years old. He's been burning the hoops and burning the defense of San Miguel as we take a look at this feature.
In this ongoing Philippine Cup Finals, there's one man who's taking the big stage by storm. He's been a blur against the Beermen.
Oh, the blur! Jason Castro looking to take over.
Hindi pwedeng baliwan si Jason. Nakita ko parang siya talaga nagpapagulat sa amin.
The Tropang Texters traded Jay Wash to get him in the 2008 PBA Rookie Draft.
Remember, we traded Jay Washington to get a chance to get Jason Castro. That says it all, our belief in his abilities.
Castro gets away! Nobody can keep in step.
Nung first year ko, medyo yung decision making ko medyo
wala pa itong second year at saka third year. Sabi ni coach na medyo lumalabas na yung pagka-point guard.
And look at this crossover. Ankle breaker by Jason Castro.
And that was forward 3 in motion.
And now, formed a deadly backcourt duo with a Mighty Mouse.
Alapag and Castro doing it again.
He's just been playing big time basketball. I've said for the longest, and nobody was hearing me when I said he's one of the best up-and-coming guards in the league. I think now people are really getting to see the talent and the skill that he has.
Now he got that shot off, so that's what makes Jason Castro the player that he is. That's why we call him the Maestro.
Can this former BCU Dolphin continue to ride the waves here in the finals and win his troop another title?
The gamble definitely paid off for Talk-N-Text when they traded for Jason Castro. Ibang klase mga numero pinapakita na itong tinatawag nating the blur.
Yes, and normally if you go up against a team like Talk-N-Text, you don't normally defend like you prepare against a Jason Castro. You prepare against a Jimmy Alapag. That is why I believe right now that he has gained the respect of San Miguel. And right now in Game 3, I think that they will have a better defensive plan against the Blur.
Jason Castro averaging just 24 minutes off the bench for the Talk-N-Text Tropang Texters. The big question though, will they need more from Jason Castro dahil etong si Ryan Reyes wala na po sa Pilipinas, bumalik na po ng California to be with his family para ilibing yung kanyang kapatid. Ryan Reyes definitely a big final cog off the starting unit of Talk-N-Text.
Yes, not only the numbers of Ryan Reyes that's going to count in this game. No, it's the energy, it's the never say die attitude of Ryan Reyes that's going to affect, I think, the Talk-N-Text Tropang Texters.
So will they need more of Castro or the other guys off the bench? Our producers caught up with Coach Chotres and here are his thoughts.
It's very important for us to win this game because we know in Game 3 we're not going to have Ryan Reyes and still a long ways off. We got to figure out a way to have everybody fill in the void that Ryan is going to leave behind. Yes, our will to defend and our clutch points carry the team. It's far from over.
So, Coach, do we expect more from Castro or etong si Fonacher and Aban, can they fill in the shoes?
They can fill in the shoes of Ryan Reyes. I think the Fonacher or even a Ranidel can fill in that energy that will be lacking in as far as Ryan Reyes is concerned.
That is on the offensive end. Pero sa defensive end, malamang mag-overextend din the rest of the Tropang Tigers because it has been Ryan Reyes who has been defending against the Cebuano hotshot, and this guy, Dondon Ontiveros, he is due for a big game.
I believe so, Magu. No? In fact, isa sa mga factors dito sa Game 3 would be the game of a Dondon Hontiveros. Isa sa mga kailangan nilang gawin right now is that they will have to have some output offensively from Dondon.
So eto, Dondon Ontiveros, his numbers definitely dipping here in the finals as compared noong kalaban nila Barangay Nebra doon sa semi-finals. So we'll see if Dondon Ontiveros will break out here in game number 3. Si Coach po, merong mga inihanda na mga winning points for both teams. Let's first discuss the blow-by-blow for that. Sino ba una? Etong San Miguel Beerman.
Napakagandang tag yung binigay sa akin dyan. Blow-by-blow. Unang-una, ibinibigay ko dyan, San Miguel has to win now. Whatever it takes. They can never lose the confidence of winning Game 3. Because if they cannot, I don't think that they will be able to win this series. Number 2, as we have mentioned about Dondon Ontiveros, the likes of Arwin Santos, and all the rest, they have to get some output from these guys, no? The usual suspects. And number 3, I think that in the last 2 games, Talk-N-Text has proven that they can really dictate the tempo. San Miguel has to get that from Talk-N-Text.
So a 3-0 lead in this best of 7 series, yun ang target ng Talk-N-Text. Dahil wala pa nakakabalik, ito naman ang para sa Tropang Texters.
Yes, ang sa Tropang Texters naman, kung ikaw ay gustong manalo sa series na to, you have to take the hearts of San Miguel. Kailangan mo na tong Game 3. I may be brave in saying this, but if you take this, you're going to take the series. Number 2, adaptability. Game number 1, hindi gumana yung run and gun game ng talk and text. Ang ginawa nila, they made it on the defensive side in the fourth quarter by giving up only 14 points. And number 3, strength of the bench. No, as we have mentioned earlier, meron tayong Jason Castro, and then secondly, nagkaroon sila ng Jared Dillinger.
So the clash of the Titans continue only here on Solar TV. Miko, Lili, and Dr. J will have the call of the game when we return.
We all dream of being drafted in the league one day, but not all of us will make it to the PBA. Ang iba sa iba mag-excel someday. Our destinies to be announced, it's PBA. We got that fire to reach something higher. And that is...
Castro doing it again. That's why we call him the Maestro. How he got that shot off, despite the defense of Jay Washington, that's what makes Jason Castro the player that he is. That's why we call him the Maestro.
Remember, we traded Jay Washington to get a chance to get Jason Castro. That says it all, our belief in his abilities. Known it all along, but as I keep telling him, there's always room for improvement.
Di baliwalin si Jason eh. Ang nakita ko, parang siya talaga nagpapahirap sa amin. Is that alapag? Is Jason Castro.
I still kind of hold some animosity towards talking text. So whatever I have, you'll see it.
Jay Wash, partially blocked by Pete. And it looks like talking text wall. Yes, it is.
And that gave an opportunity for Ali Peak to rise to the occasion of blocking. If he didn't pump it up, he probably wouldn't have got the shot off.
And talking text has a 2-0 lead in the series, in the best of 7.
That's our mindset. We just want to come and come and come. Hopefully that sustains us for the rest of the series.
Boy, it's really back to the drawing board for San Miguel, Quinito.
But it's going to be tough to climb out of this hole, because in a situation where San Miguel is 0 out of 2, for them to clinch, they've got to win 4 of the next 5 games.
Kailangan namin mag-recruit. We need to play hard. Yun ang pinaka-importante.
Kung minsan ang basketball parang nakakalito, you think about San Miguel's situation, it's not really a must-win game. If they lose, they can try and win again in the next game. May bukas pa kumbaga. But then if you ask any of the beermen, as they face the prospect of trying to guard Jason Castro again, as they face the prospect of going down 0-3, trying to stop guys like Jared Dillinger, then for them, it is a must-win game. Di ba nakakalito? Pero parang napakalinaw din. For San Miguel, they have to win or else. Yan po ang tema ng ating laban. Welcome to game number 3 of the PBA Philippine Cup Finals. Magandang gabi. Miko Halili kasama the good doctor, Dr. J. Andy Howe.
Good evening to you, Miko, and to all the basketball fans. I haven't seen you for a while.
I missed you. I'm going to say
I haven't worked for a
I'm
while.
going to say it on national television. I missed my doctor.
Okay, anyway, let's go back to work. You were mentioning the fact that this is a very important game for San Miguel, simply because if you go down 3-0, I don't think there's any chances of them winning 4 straight against a team that is as powerful as the other squad, the Talk and Text Top and Texters. But, you know, right now, it's not what you would say an impossible task, you know. You're down 2-0, which is obviously very difficult. And they want to think of this game as game number 3 and not think of the last 2 games. The only problem with them is how do they solve some of the things that Talk and Text has been doing to them. Well, Talk and Text gave them the answer by taking away one of their speedsters, Ryan Reyes, who cannot be with the team today, and again, I feel that the game of talk and text is all speed against the other team.
Oh, speed, speed, speed. And one player back in game 2 who displayed that speed, a lot of hustle, and maybe a player who can step up in the absence of Ryan Reyes is Jared Dillinger. You know, Castro is a problem, and now Jared Dillinger is also a problem for the